Good morning, it's Romola here on Monday the 13th of April, and so we've got the weekly spiritual support for highly sensitive people, for empaths, and I'm using the Rise of the Warrior deck for today. I'm hoping that the little deck that I've created to play with is going to be with us soon, so we'll be able to use that one, because I think that one would be really beneficial, because it's got a lot of the, I'm going to say my teachings in it. It's got a lot of the codes that come up, the support that usually comes up, the issues that come up. So hopefully it'll be really relevant to us as well as highly sensitive people. So let's see what is going to support us this week. Oh, cards are getting very stuck here, so it could be a little bit tricky. Summertime, things are hotting up. So yeah, we've actually got beautiful sunshine today, and you know how I love putting my washing on the line. So I've got 2 loads on the line at the moment, making up for the weekend. And the summer side, so the summer to me is all about being able to go outside, to walk barefoot on the grass, to use nature to support your energy, whether that is through walking in the dry sun on your face, drying your washing, sitting outside with a foot bath, going for a walk with the children, whatever it is that really sort of fills your cup up. That is what this is saying. So take advantage of the sun whenever it is appearing. We've also got some lovely little flamingos here. I do love flamingos because they just look so daft. And they are, why, there's a phrase, isn't there? Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons, or some such. And I always think that is, do something, be yourself, because that's all you can be. Is so, yeah, be yourself and enjoy the sunshine. And the idea of things hotting up. Yes, there's a lot of things going on in the world that we can get very blown about with. And this card is just reminding you just to just acknowledge it, but allow yourself just to step away and still show up for yourself. That's the important thing. Right. Second card we have is Yin, Rise of the Divine Feminine. Again, it's a very beautiful sunny card we have here. We have a beautiful sun. We have like a goddess, all in the yellow and gold. And I'm actually wearing, I don't know if it will come out there, so beautiful scarf that's also got the yellow in it. So yellow feels like a really important colour. It's a colour from colour therapy that's all about that joy and happiness, and allowing that yellow into, maybe you can find a bit of yellow clothing to wear, or a little bit of yellow. I mean, that's why daffodils, I think, are always so beautiful, because they are that little pop of yellow. We've got dandelions in the garden, and they're just these little pops of yellow and brightness. And yellow doesn't have to be, a bright scarf or anything. It could even be underwear. It could be a pair of socks. It's just having that colour next to your skin to allow that yellow through. But also, it's about stepping into this divine feminine energy of being, rather than the constant doing. So, we have the lady here sat on the beach, being. She's not doing anything. She's being in her presence. And this card is, again, asking you just allow yourself to be, to step into that being, step out of the constant doing, because that's where the balance will be. Let's see. Okay. There we go. War zone, ego at play. Yeah. What else is there to say about this card? Of all the cards, I mean, there's 56 of this deck, and this one's the one that's turned up, and it's not for the first time that this has turned up in this current situation. So yeah, there's nothing really we can say apart from, don't send all your energy there. Move out of this energy and into this energy, into this being energy, into this support, what fills you up, and do more of that to bring greater emotional balance to you. Let's pull one more card. So we're not spiritually bypassing this war zone energy. But what we are doing is we're regulating ourselves. We are allowing ourselves to take that information and hold that, but also to be open and available for other energies, rather than losing ourselves completely into this energy. I hope that makes sense. Morning affirmations, and more yellow, look. Have an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, one of my favorite things is just thinking about the gratitude that you have. This will lift your energy. If you do nothing else, then morning affirmations are a perfect way to start the day. You know, that you've had a good night's sleep, or if you haven't had a good night's sleep, that you've been comfortable, you've been warm, you've been you know, the sun shining. For me, I've got a beautiful cup of tea, I've got washing on the line. I'm going to go and stand on the blossom covered grass in a minute. I'm going to feel grateful for that sunshine, that bit of warmth. I am grateful that I can show up and do these videos for you, that I can run a business from my home and help thousands of people across the world, regardless of where you live and regardless of where I live. I'm really grateful for technology in that respect. And for the simple things, I'm grateful that I've got running water. I'm grateful that I've got so I can have a glass of water, so that I can have a cup of tea, that I've got food in the house, that I've got electricity so that I can have hot water, have a hot cup of tea, do the washing, have a shower, that I've got clothes in my wardrobe that are comfortable for the weather that we live in. All these things are simple things that we can feel and express. So yeah, have a think about 3, minimum 5 ideally, things of gratitude, and they can be big, they can be small. Yeah. Oh, this card is poking out as well. Let's see what that is. Another yellow one. Breakthrough, rebirth from the ashes. So this again feels, yeah, it's linked into this one. It's about the ashes. This is the ashes, the war. But actually, we don't have to get fully burnt and destroyed within this. We are allowed to step into our own energy, to do things for us, to show up and do things that support us. So yes, we do have, you know, work to do. We do have house things, family things to do, but there are always those, and even if they are just micro actions that we can do to support ourselves. So that mindfulness of making a cup of tea, to allow yourself to step out of this fire and into this rebirth fire energy. So I hope they are useful to you. I'm feeling into the emotions work that we're going to be doing, the Akashic activations for this week's weekly rather, Access Your Inner Light membership. So that's £22. You get 4 videos each week, about 20 minutes. We'll be going to the Akashic records, and we do some activation work to release and clear emotions, thoughts, beliefs that are coming up through this collective reading, and we put in some positive activations as well. So I was feeling this morning about this energy of healing. So that's, I think, where we're going to go. We're going to do some releasing work around something around the healing. I'm not quite sure what it is. There's definitely going to be the healing and receiving the healing, being worthy for the healing. But there's this, yeah, this emotion of stuckness or heaviness. That's what we're going to be working on. I haven't quite got the words, so I'm going to go and do some journaling around that. But if that's of interest to you, say it's £22. Every week you get a video activation, a Akashic activation. So yeah, if you want some information, click on the link. It's all there for you. And I shall see you soon. Thanks. Bye.